the enemies can touch you all they want. Well, okay. First of all, that sounds weird. Second of all, not exactly true. Welcome back to ExtraHolidayGames. I'm ExtraHoliday and I have an owl friend. I'm still trying to think of platformers where the enemies don't hurt you if they just touch you. And I think all the like classic ones, it's pretty much a given, right? Like Mario, Kirby, Mega Man. I'm trying to remember if that was the case in Metroid. I think it was, yeah. Yeah, because some enemies, that was their only form of attack. Was just trying to touch you. Do I really need a specific power-up to move forward here? Okay. That's weird. I don't think they do that in Kirby games anymore. Oh, interesting. Multi-directional breath? Wait. Okay, yeah, that is what's supposed to happen here. Okay. Like, how do I... There doesn't seem to be room to get the other stuff, or to get the other side of it. Okay. Can't diagonal through the stone. Huh. Am I supposed to get off the bird? How do I do that? No. Ow. Does this work? I'm confused. Maybe if we go back, we'll find a solution. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, what's a more recent platformer? I'm thinking. I mean, when I think of recent platformer, the first one I think of is generally Celeste, but I didn't play too much of that, so I don't quite remember whether that's the case in Celeste or not. I think it is. Although I don't remember there being a lot of enemies in Celeste. Like Cuphead, I know that's a thing in that game. That game's kind of built on retroism, so that kind of makes sense, even if it weren't the case in more modern platformers. How do I get through here? Can I? No, pressing both does not get me off the bird. That just gets rid of the power. The Game Boy didn't have L and R buttons, so those aren't going to do anything. Oops, except for accidentally open a menu. What is going on here? Okay. I'm confused. Alright. Okay, that does get rid of the bird if I do that. Okay, well, I guess I'm not allowed to have the bird here, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm having trouble. Having trouble coming up with examples of platformers where you don't get hurt if you get touched, but, like, I guess with a platformer, the challenge has always kind of been your positioning, right? So in a sense, that kind of makes it... I guess I just had the thought of, like, hey, what's an example of a platform? Okay. I have someone I need to defeat before I can take that, I guess. Let's hit these guys. Now I'm confused again. I guess I'll just move on then. Ooh, Why did I jump? Would have been safe if I stayed on the ground. That time I needed to jump. Okay. What is this? I don't know what it is, but I don't seem to be able to get it without a power or animal friend. Okay. What was I saying? I forgot. Damn it. It's fine. We were on the subject of platformers. Oh yeah, platformers where there aren't enemies. Because there are a few of those, actually. I think rhythm platformers tend to be the exception in that regard. Where they... Because recently I streamed, I've only done one stream of it, and I've meant to do more, but recently I streamed Geometry Dash, and I didn't get very far, but as far as I got, there weren't any enemies. It was just obstacles to get around. So I gotta wonder. Yeah, I guess that's the idea, right? The challenge in a platformer is to be positioned correctly at any given time, right? So having an obstacle, because that's essentially what enemies are, is they're obstacles to your goal of completing the level. Ow. I was mashing the B button, and yet he didn't spark. I can just do this, can't I? Okay. To finish my thought. Oh, okay, it's just gonna send me in circles unless I do something. Okay. Yeah. We're trying to position ourselves correctly. That's the idea. So, I guess in that sense, it does make some sense that I guess enemies are really just personified obstacles, aren't they? So, that often move, but like, even obstacles by themselves can move. And then your bog standard obstacle. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So yeah, I don't know, it's a weird thing. And I guess the fact that they don't instantly kill you in most games is, in contrast to spikes, which in older games are pretty much always one-hit kills. Which, you know, people have said their opinions on that. So I don't think I need to say too much more, but... yeah, it's a weird thing. I'm trying to think of what a platformer would look like where the enemies didn't hurt you. Or not that they didn't hurt you, but they didn't hurt you just from touching you. Oh, this is awkward. Okay. No, kind of wanted that one, but that's fine. We can take this. Spike works too. In this fallen level. A portion of the level. Ow. Didn't mean to let you out, but that's fine. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Going back to a subject from last episode, I would have to do some research if I wanted to get myself a fairy, because I just had the thought of like, are you supposed to let them outside, or are they just supposed to be 100% indoor? Because I can imagine things getting awkward if they were let outside. Like hamsters, I have a general idea of, you know, what you're meant to do with them. Although now that I think about it, having a hamster ball rolling around while Grandpa's getting up to do things might not be a good idea. So I'm maybe the ferret would be the better option, but yeah, would take some research. Yeah. But I have some familiarity with hamsters, you know, from the couple I had as a kid. And of course, parents always had cats and dogs when I was growing up, so... Or at least a cat, anyway. Because there was pretty much for my whole childhood, there was one cat that we had. Her name was Annie, and she lived to be about 21 years old. And she was born pretty much the same year I was, so I was in college when she passed. Which is kind of quite a while for a cat to live. She was a very, very nice cat. I quite enjoyed having her around. And I do miss having a cat, more so than having a dog. I already have Needle, so thank you. Just because the idea that, you know, the cat chooses to spend time with you, it's not just like programmed to always want to be around you like a dog is. You know, I think that's it's neat. I do prefer, and also the fact that, you know, cats are kind of more self-sufficient. Not entirely self-sufficient, but more self-sufficient, at least. Oh, don't touch that. Oh, that's not good to touch either. Okay, I need somewhere to actually absorb this gem. There we go. Does that work? Oh, it does. Wow. Okay, cool. Let's just do this then. That's convenient. Hold on. We're gonna grab at least these. I should probably get the health that was down there too. Good stuff. Nope, go down. Oh, it wasn't health, it was these, which will get us another life. Or at least, okay, I was gonna say, at least would in theory, but it did. I wasn't sure if we could go above 9 lives, even though there was 2 digit places. Yes, pets. I like pets. Cats most, but I am curious about ferrets. I've had hamsters, and they're pretty neat. And then dogs are great too. Just not my first choice. Okay, good. Stone's kind of working for us here, which is good. I had this thought watching a video earlier today of another Let's Player, one who I had previously not seen. And I clicked on the video, not even realizing it was a Let's Play at first. Because the guy was, while he was playing, which eventually became obvious to me, he wasn't really talking about the game at all while he was playing, which is something that I do on occasion, but my fallback tends to be to just talk about what's happening on screen, which is fine, I think, in the correct dosage, but among other things, watching that video kind of reminded me of, like, yeah, I have been kind of maybe falling back on that a little, potentially too much lately, you know? I feel like things can get a bit repetitive if you have either too much of one or the other. So that's why I've been, for these last couple Kirby episodes, I've been a little more rambly than usual. Because I think there's market for that too, you know? Okay, got it. Yeah, it was initially, like many things about my current, I was gonna say, I guess it is an occupation in terms of the fact that it occupies me, but in terms of something of this thing that I do frequently, like many things I learned from the Game Grumps, that yeah, it's not all about just talking about what's on screen. Sometimes, you know, just rambling is what people want. Ooh. Take these. Okay, I got most of them. That is a big hitbox. A much larger hitbox than I realized. You know, sometimes you run out of things to say. With any sort of depth or relevance. So that's when you just fall back on just talking about the game. And maybe we'll do more talking about the game next time. But as for this episode, that's a wrap. Cutting it a little close.